to avoid a time-consuming application process for how to buy a Dunkin' Donuts franchise, this video breaks it down. If you're considering joining a franchise that's a leader in donuts and coffee, then Dunkin', formerly Dunkin' Donuts, is an exceptional choice. After all, when Dunkin' made America runs on Dunkin' their slogan, they weren't wrong. Studies show that 64% of American adults drink coffee and 200 million Americans consume donuts in 2021. And when you pair coffee with donuts, you have the perfect combination to kickstart your morning or deliver an afternoon pick-me-up. And if you want to deliver this experience to a loyal customer base, an opportunity awaits you. Dunkin' is recruiting applicants to expand their donut and coffee empire. The application process can be time-consuming and confusing, but in this video we'll break down what you need to know to start a Dunkin' Donuts franchise. A common misconception is that you need to have prior experience in business, marketing, finance, etc. in order to buy and operate a successful coffee franchise. This is not the case. In fact, many franchisees have little to no business background or education. One of Dunkin's most successful franchisees, Robert Brinker, has a law degree from the University of Michigan. He owns and operates nearly 700 stores, along with his wife, Lisa, across Massachusetts, Connecticut, and New York. While having knowledge of business certainly helps, you do not need to drop thousands of dollars on a business degree to set up shop. While owning a Dunkin' franchise may have wide appeal for many, it may not be the right business opportunity for everyone. For one, it can be difficult for many prospective Dunkin' franchise investors to meet the requirements of ownership. Dunkin' franchisees need a net worth of at least $500,000 and $250,000 cash on hand. See more about how much it costs to open a Dunkin' franchise below. Dunkin' also has a fair amount of competition to contend with, including big rivals like Starbucks and McDonald's. In an analysis of the brand, The Motley Fool wrote, "Its quality and increased competition, however, will keep it from making major headway in its same-store growth numbers. This is a chain that's going to have to fight for every sale, and that's not an attractive proposition for me as a potential investor." In general, the food sector can be challenging due to competition in the space, labor challenges, and low margins. Many restaurants struggle to make a profit as tastes and trends in food change, and keeping up with these changes can become costly. The financial barrier to entry turns many potential franchise buyers away. As a Dunkin' franchisee, you'll need to have a minimum of $250,000 in liquid assets and a net worth of $500,000 per restaurant. The total initial investment ranges anywhere from $97,500 to $1,717,103. This is relatively low when compared to some other big brands such as the competitor Krispy Kreme, which requires an investment between $440,500 and $4,115,000, according to FDD data for both companies. Dunkin' has a multi-step process for joining their franchise that may take between 60 and 90 days. During this time, they will review your application and business plan before approving you as a franchisee candidate. After, the development stage may take 8 to 15 months. During this time, you will be securing the real estate, constructing your restaurant, and training your crew. Submit a franchise application. To get started, you can submit a franchise application online. Please note that you will be required to upload a resume during the application process. Be sure to review your existing resume and tailor it to your Dunkin' application. Upon receipt of your application, Dunkin' will send you their franchise disclosure and qualification package. Within this package, you will find and review A-Sense Dunkin's financial statements, A-Sense a copy of the franchise agreement, A-Sense a list of existing franchisees who can answer any questions you may have, A-Sense cost breakdowns, advertising, royalties, etc. This documentation ensures that you make an informed decision when considering joining the Dunkin' franchise. While you review this package, you may also want an attorney to review the franchise agreement. Specifically, a Dunkin' will request proof of citizenship and proof of your assets. Also, they will run your credit report and conduct a background check. This completes the initial screening process. Write your business plan. Next, you will meet with the franchise manager. The franchise manager will outline the following stages within the Dunkin' franchise application process. This is your opportunity to ask questions to somebody who has experience in opening and running a Dunkin' franchise. Ask as many questions as you can. Remember to contact the list of franchisees provided in your franchise disclosure and qualification package. And remember, you also want to take this opportunity to make sure this is the right franchise for you. If the feedback you receive confirms this, you can also seek input on how to write your business plan to impress the team charged with approving applications. There are some key elements you'll want to include when writing your business plan. A-Sense Market Analysis. A-Sense Potential Sites to construct your Dunkin' franchise. A-Sense Marketing and Sales Plan. A-Sense Financial Plan and Projections. Get approved. At this point in the Dunkin' franchise application process, you have submitted your application, passed the background and credit check, and submitted your business plan. If all looks well, your application and business plan will be approved. Your next step is to sign the Store Development Agreement, SDA, which gives you the right to develop a Dunkin' location within a geographical territory. You will also sign the Franchise Agreement, which is a legal contract between the franchisor and franchisee. It outlines what is expected of each party. For example, the franchisee might be expected to open a certain number of units within a time frame. The franchisor, in turn, may be expected to supply certain marketing materials. Prepare for your grand opening. After your approval is submitted, you begin your franchisee training. This will include web-based courses on business management and a 3-day business course in Boston, Massachusetts. Also, you will work with a team to help you secure financing, select a site to build your unit, and initiate construction. After construction is complete, you will need to design your store. Make sure you comply with their brand requirements and stick with their branding colors of pink, orange, brown, and white. Also, you'll need to onboard your new staff, we recommend checking out our guide on how to hire great employees. Make sure your staff is well trained, your ingredients fresh, and your coffee strong. All of these will increase your chances for success when you finally open your doors for your grand opening. How much does a Dunkin' franchisee make? If you're investing your time, energy, and capital into a franchise, you'll expect a return on your investment. To determine whether it's worth it, you likely want to know how much a Dunkin' franchise owner makes. A Dunkin' franchise owner can expect to make an average annual salary of $124,000. This figure fluctuates depending on the type of location you open. For example, when building a unit, you have the following options: A-Sense, a freestanding store; A-Sense located within a shopping plaza or a mall; A-Sense a non-traditional location, like a gas station or convenience store; A-Sense a drive-through window store. Traffic varies by store location and building type, which will affect your Dunkin' Donuts franchise profit margins. For example, if your location is surrounded by businesses and you have a drive-through window, you can expect to receive increased business from employees grabbing coffee on their way to work. You'll want to take these factors into consideration when deciding which type of Dunkin' franchise you want to pursue and as you're writing your business plan. Ideal Dunkin' Donuts franchisee candidate. Dunkin' has brand recognition, amazing franchisee support, and the potential to make high profits. But joining the Dunkin' franchise requires a certain personality. If you don't meet experience requirements and personality traits, you might struggle with running your location or even getting your application approved. Here's what the ideal Dunkin' Donuts franchisee candidate looks like: A-Sense prior food service, retail, or multi-unit management; A-Sense willingness to meet company rules and brand requirements; A-Sense understanding of the real estate development process to select the ideal site for your restaurant; A-Sense excellent interpersonal skills to deliver premium customer service and communicate with corporate personnel; A-Sense patience to undergo the extensive application process; A-Sense commitment to ongoing education about business and marketing; A-Sense flexibility to make business decisions that adapt to market trends. Dunkin' alternatives. If Dunkin' interests you but you're curious about other franchise opportunities, check out the best coffee shop franchises for some alternatives. Here are just a few. PJ's Coffee. PJ's Coffee has been impressing their customers with premium 100% Arabica coffee sourced from Finca Torrerito and Agua Fresca. Like Dunkin', PJ's Coffee's roots started in the United States and branched internationally into Vietnam and Kuwait. PJ's Coffee is a recommended franchise due to their extensive franchisee support. Their team will assist you with site evaluation, design, construction, and training. Their minimum franchise fee is $35,000 for a single unit, which is slightly lower than Dunkin's depending on your location. Scooter's Coffee. As their name suggests, Scooter's Coffee is serving customers who are already on the go. Their drive-through coffee kiosks are ideal for those rushing to grab coffee on their way into work. Scooter's Coffee was founded in 1998 and has quickly expanded. Their 550-square-foot drive-through stores are popping up across the United States, with locations in 25 states. Scooter's Coffee's franchise fee matches Dunkin' Donuts' franchise fee minimum of $40,000. However, their liquid capital requirement is only $100,000 compared to Dunkin's $250,000 minimum. This may be an attractive alternative for those seeking a franchise with lower startup costs. The Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf. You're likely familiar with this coffee shop brand. The Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf has a brand presence that nearly ranks with Starbucks. You've likely seen their locations as standalone restaurants, in malls, and airports. Their mountaintop to countertop philosophy is one reason why they've expanded to over 1,200 locations worldwide. They inspire their customers with delicious and fresh coffee sourced from only the top 1% of Arabica beans in East Africa and Latin America. If you want a franchise that is backed by delicious coffee and amazing brand presence, then the coffee bean and tea leaf is worth considering. The bottom line: many small business owners will tell you that running your own business is a challenge. Joining a franchise can help you overcome these challenges. When joining a franchise, especially one as supportive as Dunkin, you're never alone. You gain valuable access to experienced entrepreneurs, business resources, and a beloved brand, to name just a few franchise advantages. If you're interested in joining the Dunkin franchise, you'll need startup capital. Since Dunkin doesn't offer any financing options directly, we recommend that you check into your small business loan options early. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel for more in-depth analysis of franchising as a business concept.